I've always felt a connection with God in my spirit. For I can't even remember the day it started. It was just always been a part of me. A lot with my family, and I deleted Instagram and
Wow.
got on social media, and it just started grounding myself a little bit more and talking to God.
Welcome back in, guys, to the King Josiah TV podcast, where the show is created to educate, promote, and influence the kingdom of Jesus Christ in this world. I am your host, Josiah. And if it's your first time here, I need you to do me a huge favor. Go ahead and smash the subscribe button right below. Hit the like button so this video goes out to more people like you that enjoy this type of content. If you're listening audibly on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and give me that follow button, guys. But let's go ahead and jump into today's show.
Already flexing my God and all of his authority. Practice was preaching purity, priority. Can't conform to it, even his maturity. Choose to go that way, God has been restoring me. They grilling the boy, cause I won't let them George forming me. Try to put me in a box, I got off the ropes, I won't let them corner me. God has been warning me, tell his people ain't no room for lukewarming me. Order me, Lord, it be your will, it never was mine. Like Amazon Prime, his turnaround time around prayer.
All right, Stranger Things actor recently came out and talked about his faith, and his name, the Stranger Things actor. I want to make sure I don't mess his name up. 1 second, guys. Yeah, Caleb McLaughlin. I might have said his name wrong. Talks about getting closer to God and how his relationship has developed over the years. And I know recently there were some things that came out pertaining to Stranger Things, and there was a character that came out, I think, in the last episode that they had that came out about his sexuality. It just threw people off. So to see that happen and that negative light being thrown on that show, and things that are against God and seeming to be like the devil's doing what he wants to do and pushing his agenda, you have Caleb coming out literally the same week, and almost changing the trajectory of what people are seeing, what people are perceiving. So I just thought that was beautiful. So I just wanted to bring highlight to him. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up on the screen now.
Can't even remember the day it started. It was just always been a part of me. But it's always a different level to it, because I feel like in my spirit, for I can't even remember the day it started. It was just always been a part of me. But it's always a different level to it, because I feel like sometimes you live your life and you kind of like get into the world a little bit, and then you kind of stop praying sometimes, and you're like, all right, I'm praying before I go to sleep. All right, and then you wake up, all right, great. But then you have those moments like, wait, I need to pray and talk to God.
Yeah.
Sit down and like ground yourself. I did that a lot this summer, and I went to church a lot with my family, and I deleted Instagram and got on social media, and it just started grounding myself a little bit more and talking to God more, and it's been really replenishing. I've always felt a connection with God in my spirit.
This is so amazing.
I can't even remember the day it started. I just
to see him talk about that
sometimes.
And
you
once I mute this, guys. Even hearing him talk about that, and I think a lot of us can relate to always having that connection with God. And I believe for me, what that really touched on is God knows us from the womb. Like literally he knits us. When that sperm meets that egg, that is God knitting you together. It reminds me of Jeremiah 1:5 that we're that important to God. And God knows us individually, that before he formed you in your mom's womb, he knew you. And before you were born, he set you apart. And I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. He's talking to Jeremiah, but I believe to all of us, he knew who we were. He knew who we were in the womb. He's with us through the entire time. Guys, I feel like in essence, these verses, they assure believers that we were known, that we were planned for, we were loved by God before our birth, and it wasn't a surprise or it was a part of God's eternal design. We weren't made by mistake. Guys, and God is with us through everything. It doesn't matter what you go through, your ups and downs. You can try to walk away from God. God says, if you make your bed in Sheol, I'll be with you. And so last verse where I want to read on this is Joshua 1:19. Be strong and courageous, and do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. It doesn't matter where you go, your highs, your lows, God will be with you. And so, guys, I just want to end this section here on Caleb about God doing a work in you and God continuing to work through you and allowing God that to happen. You know, the verse I want to read on is Philippians 1:6. So I actually want to pull this verse up on the screen for you guys here. So give me just a moment. I'm going to pull this up here. Right, there we go. All right. So again, Philippians 1:6. Be confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Jesus Christ. Let me read that again. Begin being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on into the completion until the day of Jesus Christ. So, guys, until the day of Jesus Christ, God will be constantly working on us, pruning us, as long as we are chasing after him, as long as we are making him our priority, as long as we are putting him at the forefront of our life. God's not done with you yet. He's not done with you until you take your last breath. God is still putting you at priority. God is still working on you, and God is still wanting to develop you and grow you in the faith. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end today's podcast there. I hope you guys have enjoyed the King Josiah TV podcast, episode number 44. I know we talked about some controversial things, some things that start some conversations. You guys know, like I always say, I like to have the conversation. Go ahead and argue with me in the comments, talk back. And before we get out of here, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here, hit the like if you've enjoyed the video. And guys, I will be back with you next week dropping a new EP. But thank you guys again for tuning in, and I will see you later.
When my salvation on me like it's a helmet. The way you to sin is death for send you to hell quick. Wanted to be all about me, God, I was selfish. I was rebellious.